Going live. We're gonna go ahead and switch it up. Got something in my hair. I got something in my hair, y'all. Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Y'all, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up real quick. Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute. 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 We need the other one, right? Oh, let me go backwards then. Since we sharing that, where is our boy Kevin Samuels? All right, guys. So end up the freak having to start the live stream a little bit on the late side today, man. We've been ripping and running, but anywho, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be getting into it. Kevin Samuels is going to be the topic of discussion for today. He released a live stream, I believe, about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and it was titled "Do Your Soft Skills Suck? Single, lonely, unmarried because quote I choose to be end quote." All right. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man, because your boy done already. All right. Goofy. No, let's get it. So as we can see here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see Kevin's from the last stream to this stream, a complete different freaking makeover. I don't know if it was he in a different tax bracket now or what's going on, but a completely different feel. And he got the striped suit on. Let's get it. He even got the glasses on. I was looking for a striped suit, man. I was honestly looking for a striped suit. I'm gonna see. Most of the ones that I've seen didn't quite fit my character, so we're gonna hold off on that, man. But we're gonna definitely get to it. Been having some conversations, man, lately with some very interesting people, some new people. Um, and again, y'all already know what I'm trying to get to the point. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm able to converse and talk to anybody. You know what I mean? Where I can just walk up and just have a conversation with anybody, whether I'm in a room with a CEO or if I'm in a room with just a entrepreneur starting his business. Right? Okay, okay, okay. I actually like that. Let me get this thing straight. We're gonna go ahead and jump on into it, man. We already been waiting. So Kev gonna do his first little 15, 20 minutes of whatever. But we about to go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and skip in 26 minutes. 26 minutes. That's how you know. That's how you know you good now. Cause we actually got people in the dang on what's the name sitting there waiting on them. Hold on, let me speed this thing up. Oh, wait a minute, he switched it up. He done went and changed outfits on us. I see you got the cufflinks on, and put the frames on with the bow tie. Y'all know I did a bow tie for my birthday, man. I was straight out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. That's a complete change. Yeah, he definitely done changed tax brackets on us, man. Definitely done changed tax bracket on. Speaking of tax brackets, guys, we are really close to monetizing another YouTube channel. Yes, we are really close to monetizing another YouTube channel. I mean, like only less than 20 hours away. Less than 20 hours away from us monetizing that. Now, what the? Wait. I just realized something. We are sharing the wrong freaking screen. Boy, you can't make this stuff up, people. Why ain't nobody say nothing? Why y'all ain't tell me nothing, man? I'm sitting up here. Let me check my audio too. Let me check my audio because let me check my audio. Okay, the audio is good. The audio is good. My apologies, people. So we're gonna go ahead and share the screen that I was looking at because I want to say we were on two separate pages. Now what the hell is going on? That must be. I want to say that's Kevin's audio.
I went and took a shower.
There it is.
Took a shower.
Your boy Fresh.
Got myself all fresh, dressed like $1,000,000.
Hey, I ain't mad at
Threw
it.
on
That's what's up.
the nice. I switched fragrances to a nice, the king of fragrances, a Ventus, nice little pineapple joint. Yeah, for real, man. The bathroom is still smoking. Man, I refuse. I take 2 or 3 showers. Typically, I take at least 2 showers a day, but like in the warmer
That's
months,
understandable.
I'll take 3, sometimes 4 showers. I will never be a stinky dude. When Big Al and the twins start to get little
Yes,
warm down
dude.
there, nah, fam, nah, not doing it. Now, believe me, as much of a pretty boy as I am, oh, I'll get sweaty, I'll get musty. I ride bikes, I fight, but when I can control it, always live close to the office. Oh, I would go home during the midday. I would go home midday and change. For real, for real.
I ain't
I
mad
would
at
go
it.
home midday and change.
I'm
Come back to
not
work with a
mad
fresh
at it.
shirt. People be like, "Oh, I bust up on your ass on that, man." People be at work all day. I come back from lunch. Now
Talking.
imagine this: you already a lazy dude. Then a
Mm-hmm.
6'4", 200-pound dude come in built like this, come in, fresh in a suit, and you
Come on.
barely can get in a short sleeve shirt and a clip-on tie. And I come in a tailored suit, just
Taking all your money. Taking all your
already.
savings.
But then you go to lunch, right? And
And
you go
take my
grab
money.
something out of the snack machine or some bullshit. And I run home, go buy Smoothie King or something real quick, grab me a smoothie,
Oh,
and then I go home and shower, come back with a fresh shirt, another suit, come back from work. Yeah, hold on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, let me tell y'all something. I got some compliments today on how I smell. Now I don't normally put on cologne. Well, I didn't typically put on cologne, but I started putting on cologne. Let me tell you something. The compliments of, what I'm saying, you look nice and everything is one thing. But when people tell you that you smell good, you know what I'm saying, you're giving a young lady a hug or whatever, and she just, man, listen, I'm talking about grown women. Y'all mama's age. Now it's woo! Hey, when you look good, you feel good. When you smell good, everybody around you benefit off of that thing. What is that? I don't know. What is that smell? Like what do you got on? Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. You got to switch the voice up on them and everything, man. Don't worry about that. Just know. Just know. I don't want your boyfriend or
As
anything.
usual,
Anybody trying to take my
do me a
stuff.
favor. Hit me up. Let me know the city,
He pulling out the fragrance.
your age.
Do you ever feel like you're living a life that's someone else's story? We're growing up, so many times our parents or
I would love to know if you're a male or a female, because sometimes you just can't tell with these names, man.
Yeah, man. And in
While I'm getting
profile
all my
pictures.
stuff set up,
As a
I don't
grown
be
man,
sniffing and
bro. As a
smelling
grown
fragrances.
man,
I just like to do that, man. I can do that.
if you don't
Yeah,
have
baby.
a picture of you
Godfather
on your
approved. The
profile,
king.
what are
The
you
king is
doing,
here.
fam? That is
The
so
king of
weird to me, man.
fragrances,
I
man.
see grown
Sometimes it's
men
just a
out
Ventus
here
day, man.
with avatars.
When
Like,
you put on a Ventus, when
you
you
got an
just
avatar for your
you
doggone
just want to
LinkedIn
wreck
profile
shop, man. It's
picture.
like,
Get up out of here,
I even
fam.
play games. Just come
Get
on
up out.
through. Let me go ahead and throw a Ventus on. Pow! Just winning, winning. Who is this person in the chat
I ain't gonna
room?
lie. I was gonna go ahead and throw
Keelan. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait.
my tie on today, man, but it was
40. So
kind of
we
hot.
got 42 from
It was kind of
Charlotte.
hot, so you know what I'm saying. I had to
Uh,
let that thing breathe a little bit, man. I
43
did
from the
have the skin on
Woodlands.
today. We went ahead
There
and
we
went
go.
with
There we
the
go. There we go.
blue,
So the
blue on
question
top of
is,
blue. Got the socks as well.
do my soft skin? What's going on, Kevin? I know you. Do your soft skills suck? Do they? Do your soft skills suck?
The hell is it?
Well, I think that's a pretty easy question for a lot of people to answer.
Mine's are getting better
Your soft skills suck
because you don't practice.
um, if you find it difficult to get what you want out of life.
Mm.
Real talk. Your soft skills suck if you find it difficult to to get along with anybody other than people who share all your interests. Let
That's
me give you an example.
perfect.
If you're an athlete, you're an athlete,
We should be able to relate.
but the only way you can get along with people is that they play some sort of sport or something
Mm.
like that.
Me in high school.
If
Me
you
in high
don't
school.
have a sport in common, it's difficult for you to interact with people,
Mm.
right? I don't want to play sound. It's difficult for you to interact with people. Okay? If the only people you can get along with are people from like your side of town, your race, yada yada yada, your soft skills suck. And if no one has told you,
Mm-hmm.
let me be the first one to tell you. In today's world, soft skills rule. Hard skills,
Absolutely.
um, they get you the interview. That's all hard skills do. Hard skills get you the interview. Soft skills get you the promotion. Soft skills are the key to life. Okay, they're the key to life.
What the hell is that noise?
Hey, why is this thing still? I hate that.
Another
I'm gonna turn
YouTube
that damn
channel about to
thing
be
off. I don't like
monetized.
that
Y'all
thing
don't
though.
realize how
Soft
excited I'm.
skills are the key to life. They're the things that get you your relationships, your interactions. Um, Here's the thing: are you a woman? If you're a female, if you're a woman, and you don't have, and you want to be married, but you have no husband, your
Mm.
soft skills suck. See, what
The
do you
way you
typically hear?
operate.
When you start asking people about, things other than what they're good at, other than their job, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What's your social life like? What's your romantic life like? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Well, then why are you like 30 years old and a woman and you unmarried?
Mm.
Or why are you a 35-year-old dude and you're not married? Oh, well, times have changed, man. That's back in the day, that y'all functioning from an old paradigm. The world is new now, man. And all that shit y'all talk about, that
You
old
sound like a old giant turkey.
1910 stuff and gone away, now because of the internet, we are a whole new kind of human being. You know, I'm good. I, Times have changed. You don't need all that no more. Or even better, sorry, getting the lighting right.
I gotta
Times have
get my
changed.
female right.
Or
I'm
here's the
gonna
best one. Here's one of my favorites. Oh, people are just, people aren't doing that anymore.
mm,
And people just insert whatever modifier you want to make your point. And the
yeah.
net of it
Is these mofos are lazy, man. You need to be taking all of the past, like everything that they did back in the past that worked. You take that and you elevate that thing. But people are just lazy, man. Most people just don't want to do the work now. Make any excuse.
is oftentimes people's soft skills suck. Here's
Mm.
some questions you need to ask yourself to determine whether or not your soft skills suck. First of
Pen and
all,
paper.
we're going to have to get these likes up. 205 likes and the same one hater that comes through with the 5 accounts. We need to get these likes up to over 400. Over 400 likes, and I'm going to need 15 people to drop something in here other than Patrick. Patrick is not going to pay y'all's way. Y'all been waiting to go. Y'all waiting for the panel. That's cool.
A
Man,
huge testimony.
it's so freaking crazy, guys. I'm gonna say what, like 2, 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe a little bit more that we've been doing Kevin Samuels live videos. He's literally went from 100 or 200 people on the live stream to talking about he already has 200 likes. Now back then he was talking about like 15 likes. It should be like 15, 30 likes. Now he's saying, man, that's crazy. That growth, baby. You gotta love it. Let's go.
Put something in it. Let's get it.
Love it,
Come on, man. Y'all can't be doing this, man. I could.
Speed that thing up.
Come on, let's keep it going. Hit the like button.
That purple
Mo.
fire, bro.
I'm gonna refresh and see what's going on.
It looked just like the purple to my
It's
Tesla.
sad,
I've actually
man.
installed some
oh man, YouTube is supposed to be free. It is. It's free to upload.
Right, but this ain't free game, baby. This ain't free game. You got to pay for this. You got to
Go
pay
to wherever
for
you
this.
think free soft skills are taught. Go on. Daniel, what's going on, nephew?
Yo.
Mr. Bowtie Nation, stand up. Salute, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you got to have the bow tie that you can you got to tie the bow tie. See, if you're a man, you need to, this is one man skill. You need to be able to tie 2 knots, a 4 in hand, and a Windsor. And
I don't know what the hell he talking about. I just learned how to tie a tie yesterday. But we're going to learn. We're going to learn. That's going to be the next video. Well, that's going to be one of the next videos that we do. We're going to learn how to tie a bow tie. All right. We'll have to come back to the stream and see what the hell he's talking about between the two.
That's what you need to be able to do. You need to be able to tie a 4 in hand and a Windsor, a full Windsor. See, here's some questions.
You got to get it.
Why do single professionals lag behind their coupled or married counterparts? Now, why did I put coupled in there? Well, because even if you are, LGBTQ, or you may be, have a long-term committed relationship. If people know you have a relationship, those people still tend to move up higher than their non-coupled counterparts. And married, that's just there's no doubt about that. That number that thing tends to upset a lot of people with who don't have good soft skills. And I go back to the initial thing. I'm good. Times have changed. People are different today.
It just seemed like you can be trusted. It's a lot easier to trust somebody, one, that's not single. Two, that's not in and out of different relationships. I mean, when you just think about somebody that's, been with a company for a minute or whatever, if that person can't do something, I'm not going to say as simple as, but if that person is in and out of relationships and, what I'm saying, they ain't even got no control over their own life, why the hell would I trust you and move you up in the company? Well, you can't even maintain that. You can't even be cooperative with the person that's in your life. So why the heck would I move you up? That's the reason why you see a lot more guys that are like CEOs or women that are CEOs and all those people. Most of the time they're married or in a long-term relationship. They've been with that person for a minute. So they understand what it is to be cooperative and work as a team.
And insert any one of those standard responses as I go down this list. Why do single professionals lag behind coupled or married? Are you truly in charge of your social life? Meaning you don't do nothing. I mean, honestly, let's be real. A lot of people were sheltering in place. When the Rona first hit, a lot of folks are sheltering in place, right?
Rona.
Let's be real. A lot of folks are sheltering in place, and it was like nothing ever changed. I mean, you didn't have no life, no way.
Yeah.
Sheltering in place didn't matter to a lot of folks because they didn't have no life anyway. Their life consisted of waking up.
Yep. Going through the
morning routine, morning commute, job.
That's
evening commute.
Men and women, that's dangerous.
Sick.
That's dangerous-ish, man.
Get on YouTube, watch something, play a game or something. And most of these people don't go to the gym. Because it's not like, even the people I'm talking about, most don't even go to the gym. They just go work at home. So when the whole thing happened, all they did was shelter in place. No one noticed. So are you truly in charge of your own social life? Meaning tomorrow's Friday. you've got at least 3 events over the weekend you've been invited to. You have been personally invited to. No, you're not on an email list. No, you there's something happening in your city. No, somebody has sent you a text message,
Mm-hmm.
personal text message, a personal email, and or phone call, and invited you to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is in a non infected world. You've got options on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's somebody who's truly in charge of their own social life.
Mm-hmm. And I
Monday
promise you,
Sales
you know,
CRM is
crazy,
so
right? Honestly, what's crazy is, let's say for instance, when I was that guy that was just walking around wearing basketball shorts and everything, like people would invite me to stuff, but it'd be more of like a basketball or a football game. When I started to dress up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I started to put on the little button ups or whatever, the button down. Hey, Katie, what you doing this weekend? I got this, that, and the third. Well, I tell you, hey man, I got this going on. Like I got one of my good buddies from New York. When I tell you he's invited me to like 4 or 5 things, I actually have an event coming up that he want me to go with him with. It's more of a photo type of thing where we're taking photos or whatever. But he was like, listen, man, this is a perfect opportunity to go out, you know what I'm saying, be able to link up with different people. There's gonna be a lot of creators, a lot of dope creators, and everything is gonna be really, really elegant, man. And listen, when you show up, you show out, man. People love for whatever reason they just love your freaking vibe, man. Like I've already kind of had the personality or whatever. I just had to, you know what I'm saying, or I'm just tweaking the rest of the stuff right now. So we can get everything else up to par. Because most of the time when people have a conversation with me, man, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just speaking from how I feel that they feel about the conversation with me, but they honestly feel like they got some insight for something that they've been wanting to know, or I'm kind of like just like a, what do you call those things, man? When you plug the car up, man, those cables, those what's the name cables, man, those little booster cables make you feel like you can do anything.
Are you
I guess I'm
truly not
personal
married
opinion.
because you choose not to be? How many times, hot lips,
Oh Lord, hot lips.
fellas, how
I
many
mean,
times do we hear uh women over 35
she's an
come onto
attractive
this
young lady. Hot
channel
lips.
talk
She's straight.
about
She's
they're
straight.
not married
She was.
because they choose not to
I don't know
be?
what she look like now,
How
but
many
that
times do
photo
we
that
hear this, guys?
she
How many times do we hear women of a certain age, they ain't married, but it's
mm-hmm.
because they choose, because I choose not to be.
mm,
Like they got, like somebody's actually
un,
checking for them, trying to actively marry them.
unlimited options. You
And
hear that a lot.
I know
I
you got
heard
to
that a lot.
ask them is how many times you've been proposed to in public.
How many times? Because he actually said something the other day. He said, "How many times have you been proposed to in public with not a cheap a ring?" All right. And listen, if the guy out there working on himself, struggling, whatever, then I'm not bashing those type of men at all. I'm not bashing them. But when you think about women and a young lady that values a man, right? And a man that values that young lady, most guys, let's keep it a band. Most guys, listen, you can get out here and pick up another part-time doggone job and save up for a freaking ring, right? And most guys, again, we think with logic. So before I do this, again, if this young lady means something to me, then I'm gonna make sure that I save up a decent amount of money for an engagement ring. If I really care about this young lady, and I'm just going. I don't know about everybody personally, but I'm just speaking from my experience. I have never been that guy. Well, yeah, I've never been that guy that has went like half a on something that I'm getting for somebody else. Not even for myself. Like if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do it big. Like I'm not gonna go all out for engagement ring, but I'm gonna spend a substantial amount of money on the engagement ring. Like it's not gonna be like no $200-300 damn ring. No, if I buy anything again that you're gonna be wearing for maybe a year or a year and a half or something like that, when I think about my electronics, like my iPad, my phone, or whatever, something that I'm keeping for like a year or two, I'm gonna spend a couple grand on it. Like I might spend, $2,500 or whatever, man, on an engagement ring. Hey, fault me all you want, but that's just how things is, man. When my girl, if I was to choose, if I chose to get married, I'm not going to allow my girl to be walking around with one of them damn little small bubblegum rings, man. That's just me. That's just me.
Ooh, see how I did that?
I'm a little bit on the
All you
excited
gotta
side.
do is ask him, how many times have you been proposed to in public? Not that we talking about it, not behind the scenes. See, if a man's gonna propose to you in public, he's gonna whip out a ring of significant carriage.
There
He's
you
gonna
go.
drop to that knee and
That's what he said.
drop. Goshen, what up, fam?
See,
Shout out to Goshen. Shout out to Goshen.
significant
Shout out to all
carriage.
the big hundos.
Listen, it ain't gonna be. That's why
Shout
I
out to
said it
the
ain't gonna be
chat room.
one of them
Shout
little
out to the
ass rings,
faithful
man.
few, because this is real.
Yeah.
I want to start getting. We gotta have a real conversation, right? If you hear a woman talk about I'm not married because I choose not to be, just ask her, when's the last time you were proposed to in public? And when she said, "Bruh," see that cut all that off. You see how I did that, Naima? You see how I did it, hot lips? Need hot lips to go ahead and throw them lips on me. Go ahead and give me a kiss on the cheek, girl.
My bad, y'all. He
Go
said
ahead,
throw them lips
right
on. He
there,
ain't talking about no damn.
on that
He
side,
ain't talking about no kiss on no cheek. Cut that out, man.
right there. Cool.
That boy
So
showing
cool.
out, man. He damn
Gotta
sure
get
ain't talking about no damn kiss on no
in public
on
is the
no cheek.
important part. I'm not married because I choose not to be. And get out of here.
Cap.
How does being single hurt men at work? Now, see, I'm not making any distinction upon you a good man. Uh, this ain't nothing about you personally. This ain't anything about you anecdotally. How does being single hurt men at work? And we're talking about in a white collar environment, because this is different than a blue collar environment, construction, that kind of stuff. I'm talking
Hey,
about a man in an office.
talking about me.
Because if you don't think
Construction and a man in the office.
you
I'm
are
doing
being
both.
hurt,
I'm doing both. Hmm?
Have you wondered if your
Because
life
listen, man.
experience could become your new
Understand
career
this,
or maybe a
y'all.
new business?
Some people can just do both. Your boy doing. I'm doing a construction thing, and we doing. Listen, man. Listen. We young guns out here getting it, man. Taking full advantage of these 24 hours. And you're looking at a guy right now that's doing both, man. Listen, we do well, construction school, but still, we'll be there soon, man. Project manager.
from a perception standpoint, by being a single man in an office, especially if you're over 30,
Well, that's what one of my professors was telling me. One of my teachers, they was like, "Yeah, you'll do good as
you
a
have not
project."
been paying attention. Women across the board look at a man of a
What up,
certain
though?
age and start to wonder, why ain't he married?
Good.
Especially if you're a good looking guy. If you're better than a 6 on the attractiveness scale, women start to wonder.
Cool beans. Hey, let me hit you right
Men
now.
start to
I'm
wonder,
like 10
especially the
minutes
older you get.
I'm alive right now.
How does being single
All right,
hurt men
peace.
at work, white collar world?
Silly.
How does it hurt women at work? Oh, it hurts you ladies too. It hurts. How does it hurt? How does it hurt women at work?
Talk to
How
him.
does it hurt women at work? So the question is,
Soft skills,
and
baby.
I've had this question asked, hey Kevin, from an image standpoint, from a career standpoint, from a Henry standpoint, or from a
High earner, not rich yet. For those of you that are wondering, like, what the hell is a Henry? Henry, from Kevin's definition, is a high earner, not rich yet.
Blake Henry standpoint, or a Phoebe wanting to be a Phoebe Henry standpoint, is it better to settle or make an arrangement,
I don't know what the heck Phoebe is. I'm not
or
sure.
is it better to go? Is it better to settle or make an arrangement, or to just go it alone? That's a question we're going to have to flesh out. And it has everything to do with, well, it depends. What do you want? What outcomes do you want?
There it is. Start asking
There
questions.
are some places that if you want to go, you need to be married.
Mm-hmm.
CEO of a Fortune 500, of a
I just,
Fortune 2000 company or more, if you want to be an executive management of a large regional concern or national concern, you most definitely need to have been married.
mhm.
Better if you're still married.
If they, yeah,
Yes,
that's
you
what
could have been divorced, but it's better if you have a wife. It's on every application for a reason. Is it better to settle or make an arrangement? If you don't believe that your
that's interesting.
non-heterosexual
Hmm.
counterparts had made arrangements before it became socially acceptable, there were
Hmm.
guys who didn't like men,
Yeah,
who didn't like women, who had wives because they had to climb that corporate ladder
yeah. You got to do what you got to do. Shut the hell up
or
and do
go
what
it
you got to do.
alone. Some people are like, well, it's better to go it alone. All right, but you're
Be
gonna
a
cap
cat,
yourself.
man. Listen,
Have
I
you
did not.
invested
I haven't seen this.
so much relational energy into your career, education, pets, or other things?
Mm-hmm.
This was that what was that brother Craig 16 that I mentioned the other day? The
Um,
male uh the male relation the male object, the male relational object, basically saying that a lot of let me go ahead and read the brother's comment because I'm
yeah,
gonna make
I'm
a
about to say,
video
what are you
about
talking
this.
about, bro?
But it's a brother named Craig 6T. Shout yourself out in the comment section. He said this regarding the first lady with the PhD. She was proud that she was not married and had a PhD. That was that lady that called in, that Tiffany lady. Because they asked if she was married. She's like, "Oh, I'm not married because I choose not to be. I'm a PhD." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You, and another woman help inspire this video.
Oh wow.
Brother said, I have my theories about why that occurs. He said, I believe over time that a woman invests more and more of her time and energy into gaining a PhD or whatever,
Mhm.
and later in a career. Those two things become those two things becomes what he calls a masculine love object. Shout out to you. Energy that she would have invested in being with a man or building a family, whatever, is now invested in her degree and then her career. This is why she is so proud of her career and at the same time a single woman. See, she's proud of her degree,
Hmm.
the career and education, where most women will be proud of her family, her husband, and
That's
everything else.
funny. Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's become the thing.
Again, man, because you have so many women that are getting further and further away from their purpose. I believe, just my personal belief, I believe that most women, I believe that their purpose is to be a mother and to be a wife. Well, to be a wife, my bad. Let me make sure I put that first. To be a wife and to be a mother. But I think that a lot of women are getting so far away from their purpose. And that's the reason why you have so many women now are more single than ever and are more depressed, more unhappy than ever.
Thing she's invested in.
And the reason why I'm saying is because most of the posts and stuff that I see on social media, on these TV shows, on these what are these live TV shows like Steve Harvey and everything. They're sitting there asking, how can I get a man? How can I do this? Most of the time it's about being in a relationship with a man that they value and a man that values them. And I don't want to get into
i.e., the career, pets, education, and other things.
mhm.
In other words, a transference is taking place.
I don't necessarily want to get into but a few videos that I was seeing was a lot of women that put their career first. When they say they look back at their life, they say that they made a mistake and they wish that they would have chosen or chose to get married instead of focus on their career because they realize after they get to a certain age that it did seem nice. All that traveling, chilling with my friends and everything seemed nice. But when I look at my counterparts on the other side of the fence, they're married, you know what I'm saying? They're happier. They have kids. They have beautiful kids. They have grandkids and everything like that.
Masculine
man.
love
Why not?
object is
Hey, quick,
now a
hold on.
degree of career instead of a man. So that's why a lot of women today, you have horrible. Some people, women today, don't have really good soft skills. You really don't like men. You don't even understand us. Don't even know us. Vice
I'm,
versa. You got a lot of guys who have invested themselves into things too, but men, it doesn't hurt men like it hurts women. Men are expected to invest.
mhm,
We're not expected to be the social butterflies, but we do need soft skills. And in
absolutely.
particular, if you're
All
going to be in
men.
a white collar environment,
Yeah,
there are women in your workplace and you have horrible soft skills, you are setting yourself up for trouble.
absolutely.
Is it
Everybody.
possible for women soft skills to suck too? Well, yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you socially awkward, man or woman?
Order.
And the net of it, if any of these things are true, have you lost all hope? Is it over for you?
No.
Am I doomed? Is this a wrap? Do I might as well end it all here? Or is there
No.
hope? Well, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. How many people does at least one of these things apply to you? If at least one of those things, questions applies to you, put a one in the chat room. If you want to get my attention, you're going to need to put it in super chat. If you ask a question in chat, I will not see it. It's moving too fast. There's 600 some odd people in here. And if you're serious about having a question that you want to have be answered or a comment you want read, you need to hit that little dollar sign and put it in super chat. That's what it's for. It highlights your question and draws my attention to it. So do not put my name in. Don't use the little ampersand to highlight me and get my attention. I'll erase your question. I'll erase your comment. And if you do it again, I'll time you out. If you do it a third time, I'll block you.
Dang. Let me tell you something. Well, boy, they kept
Building
back
your
then,
custom
man.
home is now easier than
Will,
ever. And with
will we
America's
will block your butt in a second. But yeah, man. You're gonna need soft skills. Men and women, we both. You need soft skills in order to survive and be able to thrive in this world. You don't just want to survive, you actually want to thrive. And in order for you to continue to level up, you got to have those soft skills. And this is speaking from a guy that didn't used to talk when I was in high school, barely talk when I got out of high school, even in college, barely said any words to anybody. If you didn't play on the football team, or we didn't meet, in the gym or in gym class, or we didn't work together, and if you weren't family, it was literally nothing, man. You couldn't get two freaking words out of me. I literally used to walk past people that used to speak to me. Not good though. That's nothing to brag
Again,
about. Just
this
believe I'm
applies
not
to
bragging
everyone. I need
at all.
everyone to understand. If you want me to answer your question, you're going to need to put it in super chat. There are too many people in here. So I'm seeing the ones pile up. I am seeing the ones pile up.
Mm,
Well, this means you likely have poor soft skills,
yeah,
poor people skills. Okay? Poor soft skills, poor people
gotta be
skills.
committed.
Poor soft skills, poor people skills has a direct impact upon your ability to move up and or interact in the work environment. Look at the ones, look at the ones, look at the ones, look at the ones. So now the question is, like I've been asking, what are you prepared to do?
Let me
What are you
close this.
prepared to do to get
Oh,
what you want? What are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do to get what you want? What are you prepared to do to change something? Because you do not improve your soft skills by watching videos on YouTube.
you improve your soft skills by practicing each and every freaking day. Remember we were talking about, guys going out there and just having basic conversations with people. And one of the things that I was trying to advise you guys, what you can do, if you don't feel comfortable, something that'll help you be a little bit more comfortable, is to go ahead and write down a few questions. Have a few questions in mind. What their name is, introducing yourself, something that you want to know about them or whatever, what city you're from, why did you move here? It can be any freaking thing, man. Your conversation starter, honestly, is the perfect way to get started. If you're not good at conversing, again, it's not bad. I think it's a really, really great idea to have like some sort of a script. And that's going to help break the ice. And once you break that ice, then you in there, baby. You know what I'm saying? Again, everybody is not going to, want to converse and have a conversation with you, which is cool. You got to be willing and understand that you may have some rejection. You might have some people that may be in a feelings. They might be upset or whatever, but you keep practicing. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you to get better at, again, just having a conversation with anybody. That don't mean just your mom, just your sister, just your brothers, just people that you know. This is random people that you're just having a conversation with, man. Striking up a conversation now is so easy. Like, come on, man. We got to get out of that though.
You do not
It takes
improve your
time.
soft skills by reading books about it. How
It
to make
takes time to
friends and
get used
influence people. Nope. If you are limiting yourself from
to.
moving up,
Mm-hmm.
you are taking thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, and depending upon your income and income possibility, maybe even in the millions over a career. You know, the difference
Whew.
between an additional $30,000 to $40,000 early enough on in your career that invested could have made you a lot more money.
Absolutely.
So, what are you prepared to do to improve your soft skills? Well, first thing is you got to acknowledge that there's a problem. Number two,
Get my
number two, and most importantly,
player. Thank
are
you.
you prepared to do the work? The
Are you prepared to do the work?
coaching
Huh? Are you?
work and the possible therapy work that needs to be done. Are you prepared to do those things?
Let me tell you something. Oh,
Because if not, well, I would
you
tell you this coming from an
my bad. You spoiled mother. You boy, I tell you, boy. Hey, y'all, listen, man. Let me just say this. When you work on you, when you continuously work on you, work on improving yourself, your life will just be so much better. All those things that you wish you would have had, all those things that you lacked for whatever reason, man. When you start to work on yourself, man, you start chiseling. You know what I'm saying? You start to become that person that you're supposed to be, man. The universe, the world, everything around you just gets a million times better. I'm telling you.
engineering side, I knew a lot of guys who ended up hurting their careers, damaging their real prospects because they really they really truly undervalued did not understand
Mhm.
how critically important soft skills were
Yeah.
until they were being terminated.
Yep.
Until they were being terminated. Yes. How many people are familiar with stack rankings?
Stack rankings. I'm not familiar with that.
What's going on in here? Well, if you got a question, somebody said call in, Daniel. Understand when you call in, here's what I need you to do. I need you to call in. Number one, you need to follow the instructions. You need to get in a quiet area with low or no background noise. You cannot be on Bluetooth or speakerphone. You need to put your ear up on the thing.
Damn burger. Yeah, man. Them soft skills are everything, ladies and gentlemen. Every freaking
Your
thing.
camera and your
It's just like,
light source in front of you. Please limit your responses to 30 seconds and do not talk over guests. And more importantly, when I start to speak, please do not interrupt or attempt to overtalk. Remember, this is a show with hundreds of people and thousands of playbacks, so act accordingly. Are you willing? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the work? Let's go ahead and get this person in because he keeps popping in. So you must have something you really want to talk about. Must have something he really wants to talk about. Psychologically, have you done the work? Have you ever gone to see a therapist or a counselor? If not, you need to do that. get a clean bill of mental health. Number one. Number two, uh, no different than if you had, a speech impediment or something, a life coach or an image coach. Hello. Again, if you're gonna get on, you need to be ready.
Hello.
Yes, you've been trying to get on.
Hey. Yes. So, my question more so is like, I
First
feel
off,
like I've
introduce
been
yourself.
developing.
First off, introduce yourself. Tell me how old you are and where you're calling from.
Soft skills. Going back to soft skills, man. Having it's almost just like a mutual respect, right? When you walk into the room, same thing when comes to these calls and everything. The very first thing that you need to do is you need to introduce yourself. Hi, my name is such and such. All right. And then you allow that other person to introduce themselves. Nice to meet you. And then you continue with the conversation. This is going back to a lot of things that a lot of us didn't learn growing up, or a lot of y'all didn't pick it up growing up because, most of us really didn't, you couldn't really speak or say too much. You know what I mean? But if you picked up, like when you walked into the room or whatever, when you observed how adults interact, right? You're technically supposed to pick up from them and move accordingly or whatever. You know what I mean? Even as kids, like some of the skills, again, we should have picked up just by looking, not necessarily having somebody to. I think that's just me, but I think that's kind of like common sense, right? If I see my mom hop over a doggone a step for whatever reason, I'm gonna do the same. I'm maybe assume maybe that other step is weak. That's why she's doing. Oh, I'm just gonna follow a suit. It's just natural. I don't know. That's just me. I pick
Okay.
up on a lot of stuff.
So my name is Joseph. I'm from Virginia Beach. Went to
VA.
school in DC.
Okay. DC.
Graduated last year.
All
And
right.
how old are you?
26.
24.
26, 24.
Okay.
And so just to kind of go into it, so I believe I've been working on my soft skills, kind of trying to develop them a little bit better.
Mhm.
I've been in corporate environments, but in terms of I'm kind of transitioning to a new job. So
Okay.
I've been finding that different like soft skills are more accepted or have to be more like worked on at different jobs, kind of, and just in
I don't
order
understand
to
what you. Okay,
get a
you're
better seat.
24 years old.
I thought he had a
You
question.
say you've been working on your soft skills. Okay, I'm going to tell you they
Yeah.
need much more work.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, I mean, I'm just going to be honest because you've
Mhm,
been trying to get on, which is cool. But the
mhm.
first thing you do when
Okay.
you get into a place, you need to introduce yourself.
What the freak did I just say? What did I just say?
Okay.
I mean, when I told you introduce yourself, see, a lot of times you young guys think the world knows you.
Mhm,
You mute the YouTube channel and stuff in the
Um,
background. Get off Bluetooth, get off speakerphone. Now, you say you've been working on your soft skills, right?
mhm.
yes.
Did you graduate from college?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your degree in?
Economics.
Okay. How have you been working your soft skills?
Just I've been utilizing like LinkedIn Learning. I'm trying to go out, just talk to
Okay,
people
so you
more.
have not hired a
Um,
coach.
no,
Okay.
LinkedIn.
Why?
just
Be honest. I'm cheap.
He didn't think it was
it's
I'm
necessary.
cheap.
yeah. I guess
I'm cheap.
say that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Uh,
it is.
Do you want to pay for a coach?
I'm willing to.
No,
I mean,
no,
I
no, no,
paid
no,
for.
no, no. I said, do you want to?
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
No.
when I talk to guys people who are in college, see, college is an expense, and you're willing to put that expense to because you think the outcome's going to be there. You're going to make more money, have a better job, so you're willing to pay
Have a
for
better
that.
life.
So you're willing to pay for that learning for a different outcome. But this you have not paid for. You're trying to do it the free way,
Mhm.
and it's not working. How are you supposed to get better with soft skills with inanimate objects? like books and videos. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
That makes
where
sense.
do you work?
I work for I'm a federal contractor.
Okay, so are you are you in the office with a lot of people?
Yes.
How
Yep.
many people?
100.
Probably 100,
100.
150.
So and probably half of those people are women.
Yes.
All right.
Probably a little bit more.
So if I asked some of the women in the office uh, about you, or if I asked people in the office about you, would they know you? Would they say nice things about you?
Yeah, I think so. I would say so.
I mean, let me rephrase that question. If I said off the record, would they say nice things about you? Tell me off the record what
Yes.
kind of guy this guy is. So my suggestion, number one, is going to be number one. There's some basic conversational stuff that a lot of millennials and zennials don't get because you spend so much time online or on texting anything.
Yeah.
Even just our conversation is just choppy.
Right. Like
There's no real rhythm to it.
mm-mm.
So you're supposed to say something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to soak it in.
But you're in the conversation. You gotta be present. You're supposed to say something right there too.
Yeah. I mean, I've been working on it. Right now, I'm just trying to kind of take in everything that you're saying, and to be honest with you, this not even trying to make an excuse, but just
how's your romantic
conversing on
conversing on the phone should be no different than in person.
Yeah.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Should be easier.
I don't.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Yes.
How long ago?
About a year ago.
How long did that last?
A year.
2 years.
Were you guys sexually active?
Yes.
Okay, 24 years ago, 24 years old, you had a girlfriend about a year ago. Do you have sex on a pretty regular basis after the relationship?
Yes.
Do you make that happen? I mean, you go out, you see a woman, she's attractive, you step to her, introduce yourself, get her number, chat her up, seduce her, take her out. What?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
I
do.
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
So
Oh, my
I have
bad,
no
man.
problem. Like I don't have a problem in that area, to be honest
Just
with you.
what's going
whole thing
on,
is,
Andrew?
and this is what I've been trying to work on for the last few years, trying to convert those types of skills, the soft skills needed for those types of things, into specifically like the career and the workforce. And
I'll tell you one thing: you're gonna need to work with a coach because I'll just take you at your word, but I'm not seeing the transition because generally guys who are sexually successful with women who actually can make that happen don't struggle to talk to men.
Absolutely not, because and we're gonna end it right here, guys. Because when it comes to talking to guys, it definitely should be a lot easier. It's like talking to your brother. It's like talking to a family member in most cases. Like that shouldn't be it shouldn't be a stretch. Now, when talking to the opposite sex, then that can be a little bit intimidating, especially if those young ladies are attractive or whatever. But the fact that he's struggling to converse and talk over the phone is a clear sign that, of course, he definitely needs to work on his soft skills. Soft skills was going to honestly get you in the door and keep you in the door. Like, again, when I was in doggone high school, man, soft skills was just horrible. And we are actually still kind of new in the game. I'm talking about like I still got doggone Similac on my breath, man. I am still new to, just socializing and having these conversations, but I am actively engaging in conversations and conversing with different people each and every day. No matter where I'm at, I'm always looking for another opportunity to speak, to talk, to converse with different people. And I think, it's all fine and dandy and it's all cool to sit here and watch these videos. But if you are not actively taking all of this information and utilizing and actually putting this thing into play and seeing how, it's going to work for you to help better you in whatever areas in your life that you are weak in, then it's honestly no purpose of you actually watching this content if you're not, again, trying to utilize it and get better in some area. Shout out to my dog Andrew, man. My bad. I'm just now seeing your comments, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really checking the comments today because I knew I wasn't gonna have nothing but a little small nugget of time. Because I actually got to get to my construction class, man. We are ripping and running, going from one place to the next, man. And I know I'm gonna get beat down for this doggone short live stream today. My apologies, man. What he said, people and social skills are very important. I work at a university and you need those every single day. Absolutely. Again, guys, we are not just trying to go through life and just go through the motions. You don't want to just wake up every morning and just continue to repeat the exact same routine over and over again and not socialize with anybody. Like you're just existing. No, you want to live and you want to thrive. And in order for you to be able to thrive in life, you have to have those soft skills. You have to get used to being uncomfortable, talking to people, talking to random people. I promise you, you will get a lot better. You will get a lot better at socializing and talking if you just, again, just walk up to a random person and just start a conversation. All right. I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Yo, that's kind of weird, bro." It's going to seem that way, but it honestly is gonna be completely up to you. All right, you have to be really, really good at reading people, and you learn that over time, like picking up people's vibes and everything like that. And the conversation just flows a lot smoother. You know, the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Even when it comes to interacting and engaging in conversation with different and new people. It's just how it is, man. Again, these things take time. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream right here because I gotta hurry up and dash on over to freaking to my class, my construction class. Thank you guys so much, man, for tuning in. I may try to do another live stream a little bit later on tonight. We'll see. Hopefully. I know class is gonna go a little late tonight, then I gotta charge my car. We'll see, man. I'll try to make some shake. Anyway, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.